Hey folks, Jack and I are back up here at Camp Rob, basically just camping out in downstairs at the farm. I've been doing a couple of bits and pieces this week and I thought I'd just bring you up to speed, fixing a lot of screen doors, this one and the laundry one, but most of the work has been done upstairs. Basically, we would like to get this place nice and clean so we can move in the next week or two. There was a bit of a mouse issue before, it turned out just to be one mouse. A lot of the droppings were historical, so they've all been cleaned out. I think I showed last video filling gaps and that sort of thing. The last one was this one this morning, in the cavity where our dishwasher should be, because there's a cavity that runs behind all these cabinets and down underneath it as well. So I just noticed that one today and blocked that off, but we've had no more mouse issues. Cleaned out all the cupboards and drawers and that. This one here, we're getting rid of the insert, but the drawer itself is nice and clean now, all disinfected. I'm not normally someone who uses a lot of antibacterial, but I thought I'd just do it once and to get this place schmicko. I also have been capping off areas where rodents and bits and pieces can get into the carcasses or the cabinets themselves, and cleaned out down in there and that sort of thing. So this is all schmicko now, no more mouse activity, and we can get Bianca up here next week nice and happy that I've got a kitchen to cook for her in, seeing as I do most of the cooking, and don't deny it, Bianca. The other thing I've done is do a bit of work in the bedroom. These cabinets here, they were pretty grotty. So I got up there and sugar soaked them all out, and then it just gave them basically an undercoat to begin with. And just because I don't know what Bianca wants to do with this, and I figured anything, it needs an undercoat at least, and then we can work out if we're putting lino on the floor or anything like that. And the other thing you can probably make out from the reflection is I've used a lot of the leftover paint from our current house to paint the bedroom. I didn't have to worry about the ceiling because I have a feeling these guys painted fairly recently, and I can only find a couple of marks really on the ceiling around the fan itself. So, but yeah, it turned out pretty good. I haven't painted the skirting boards as of yet, or any of the architraves. They are a little bit grotty as well, but I'll just wait and see what Bianca says first. So this room got done. This took me pretty much 2 days. It took me nearly all day after I had to fix up shelves and bits and pieces in there as well, just to do that. And then another day to wash and do this all. And then out here, I have pretty much all finished the kitchen. We have the same bluey grey up there on the walls. We did have some leftover ceiling paint, so I've done all the architraves and I've done the ceiling, at least in the kitchen area. And our daughter here is with us at the moment, Maya. I'm taking her back after seeing a friend, and she's just washed out that top cabinet just as payment for Dad's taxi service. And then over here in the fridge nook, I've left a bit of rubbish, excuse Jack, just a glove packet, but I've sealed off the gap that was down in that corner. And this is looking pretty ugly. There was not water damage, but there was damage to the wall there. So this is Jack's favourite place to sit. Oh, coincidentally, that's why Jack was covered with paint. And paint on the ears from where he was rolling around, but all down one side was covered with paint because he decided to lay there after I painted. So yeah. Anyway, the fridge area is done now. The floors aren't level, but yeah, as you might have seen in the other water video, this house we're just pretty much all fixing up as is for now. Not paying a lot of attention to it, just getting it nice and clean and habitable. And then yeah, we'll work out what we're going to do later on down the track. In the lounge room itself, I've painted all the architrave with the leftover ceiling paint, but didn't have enough to do the ceiling. So rather than painting all the walls and then splattering it with the ceiling paint, I decided just to cut in around the edges, just ready for the roller work. So yeah, we've got 2 coats on there. So when it's time to do the rollering, we just need to, pretty much we'll do that. Check out that view. The windows are still a bit grubby, but yeah, still a decent view, I think. But yeah, those cables will come out and we'll end up setting an Ethernet through there. This air conditioner hasn't worked for about 10 years, they told us, so that needs to come out. We're not going to worry about an air conditioner. One thing we will be doing is replacing some of the fans. This one works, and the one in the what they called their office works. And we'll have a look in here. It works as well. This room I haven't even looked at yet. Just been burning incense to add a new odour to the room. But the fan in here, which I've taken the blades off to do the painting, and all the fans downstairs all work via remote control. And guess what? They didn't leave any remote controls. So we're actually going to replace all the fans and get some new ones popped in by Jack. Thank you again, mate. So yeah, that's where we're up to. I suppose I better go down to Brisbane, pick up Bianca, bring her up, and we'll see what sort of a reaction she has to all this. So folks, we arrived up here last night with Bianca. So I was hoping to do a bit of a surprise video, but you can't always get what you want, can you, Bianca?
No.
No, we were pretty tired. But I would like to know what Bianca thinks of what I got up to. Besides my obvious, I need to do a second coat because it's a little bit thin in places.
Fridge goes there, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think you're a liar.
You think I'm a liar?
Yeah. Telling me that Jack had gotten stuck into the caulking gun, but really it was paint.
Yeah, I may have told a small fib. I've already brought bits and pieces up here, second printer, to do nutcracker sales and that sort of thing. Got to keep the customers happy.
Oh, that's got to go.
Yeah, that fan's got to go. But yeah, pretty happy with the colour. Looks familiar.
Yeah, funny.
Funny that. I finished the bedroom. And all we need to do now in here is just the architraves and the skirting board. And this room is pretty much all done.
Do we need to redo the tracks on this one?
No, this is the best sliding door in the house because I'd say they hardly use it. Oh, there is one major repair we need to do in here. And that is behind the door. I've already got a bit of scrap weatherboard, screwed a couple of screws in there, pulled it through, used those screws to pull it up against the wall, screwed them in just a couple of Gyprock screws, and then took those screws out so we've got a backing to put the plaster on. As you can see, there's already fractures on this wall, but Bianca and I seriously
don't care.
We don't care at this point in time because we just want to move in basically.
Yeah.
And down the line, like with the plumbing and all that, we are going to do some major work around the place. So we don't want to spend too much time and money at the moment. We just want to get in here, don't we?
Yes. Clean it, make our mark, move in.
The air conditioner, what are your thoughts on that? Do we get a new one or just get rid of it?
It's sort of hard to say. I don't want to go and fork out $500-600 for an air conditioner if this breeze keeps up every year.
Yeah. Actually, the door's not even open at the moment.
And there's still a breeze coming through.
Yeah. It's actually, I've found it cooler than Ipswich so far.
Need to fix these doors though.
Yeah.
Oh.
And literally the doors. I only bought so many rollers downstairs or that door.
And when we went for a walk, I did the exact same thing but downstairs.
Yeah. So
we'll just put that to the side for the moment.
We might actually replace the rollers on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's heavier, so it'll need it more.
And we found out why this was left here. They left their cat. We have night vision of their cat coming up and getting something to eat at night and in the morning. So, we haven't seen it yet, but I've got it on the Wise Cam, so I'm not too sure what we're going to do about that. And a whole family of ducks just landed on the dam.
Oh.
Isn't that nice? So I don't think we're going to be able to zoom in that far, but...
Oh my God.
There is a goanna, a monitor.
Jack, no. What is he doing?
Do you reckon that's his home?
Oh,
he's lost his tail too.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be.
He is a big boy. There's a cane toad right next to it.
Yep.
And a dead one. We can use that for the trap.
Oh yeah, we're going to do cane toad traps for the tadpoles.
Oh, that just looks so wrong. That tail.
Let's zoom in, shall we, folks?
Oh, it's like a weird scaly slug.
So that's enough excitement for one afternoon.
Yes.
So folks, we got a bit sidetracked after seeing that lace monitor the other day, or we think it's a lace monitor. Just to let you know, it did leave the next day. We weren't here to see it leave. We were off getting a second-hand bed. from Gumtree, but the security cam caught it leaving with its stumpy tail, and we're thinking maybe it's the right time of year for them to be laying eggs. So fingers crossed, you never know. What was it?
8 to 10 weeks.
8 to 10 weeks, we might be seeing some foot long or 30 centimetre long small baby monitors scurrying around the place. Give you a rundown on some of the jobs we've been doing. We've replaced some wheels on the sliding doors. That was fun. There's this one here and 2 downstairs that were done. The bedroom one over there is fine, so Bianca looked after that. We're also finished painting in here. We've got 2 coats of wall colour on now, so this room is pretty much well done. We also repainted the ceiling in the kitchen, so that's done. Now all we need to do is just wipe down the outside of things and specks of paint and that off the benches. And also clean out just cockroach poo and wear and tear on those cupboards and drawers. Kira, you're Bianca.
Mama?
Can you tell I'm tired, folks? Bianca's painted one of the doors. We've got 2 more to do.
I've painted the other sides.
Oh, the other sides. And Jack really wants to go because we've just packed the ute, so he knows something's going on.
Almost.
Haven't done in there yet. The hallway's been done. And Bianca has painted the skirtings in here. Whoops, where are we? Down here. Painted the skirtings. And I've put a couple of coats of the bluey grey, as Bianca informs me, not blue, in here. So this room is pretty much well done. Oh, the doors are off. We want to paint the doors as well, so B thought she'd take them off.
Yeah, and the bottoms need a bit of fixing.
No movement on the bathroom or toilet yet. Our bedroom is pretty much well done as well. Oh, Bianca did a nice coat of blue. That's the colour blue we got from the discount bucket.
It's very blue.
It's very blue, but you know, the doors are going to be shut.
Yeah, it's going to be inside the cupboards. I don't care.
Yeah. Patched a few holes in the walls here. We've still got one we've working on. The putty didn't dry in there actually. We can put some more putty in that before we leave. That's nice and hard.
Yeah.
That's much better putty.
Okay.
So remember the dodgy downpipe that fell down, the first lot of rain we had? Well, Bianca and I have sort of fixed it. We've just done a temporary fix for now. So we've done a dodgy fix on the dodgy downpipe section.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. I had to reconnect it to the tree, use some massive screws to put that on there. Also did another rubber joiner on a 6 metre length that we had to trim down that goes over onto the tank. There's a section of timber we also bolted into the tree, and that tree is a very hard timber, so I don't think that'll be coming out anytime soon. By the way, this will be cut off when we get the pipes. Where that knot comes out on the right hand side, we're going to get that cut off there for a couple of different reasons, but we'll talk about that when it happens. Down the first, what do they call it? First flow?
First flush.
First flush. As you can see, there's a drip of water there. I put on a totally different top that is seized because the threads are dodgy. And what I've done is drilled a smaller hole. So what these really should have in them, we had a bit of rain last night, and there you go, there's the debris it's picked up and deposited in there. What you should have in here is a little dripper. The hole in the other one was far too large. It looked like about a 1/8, and they stuck a split pin through there. So I've put a new end cap on and drilled a smaller hole, and that will mean a lot less water will dribble out while the rain event is on. And when we come back up, I'll be bringing an irrigation dripper and putting some water in there and setting the irrigation dripper so it just drips once every second. The whole idea is after the rain event has been, there's probably leaves and other bits and pieces in there. Please excuse the guinea fowl. And you don't want all that water to sit in there and go stagnant and, you know, attract mosquitoes. So if you don't get to come out here and clean it, you've got a dripper here that just allows that water to drip out slowly. So A, the weight's not in there, and also, yeah, it doesn't go stagnant. On the top up there, I did a proper little DIY flange, just with an elbow coming off the end of the pipe. The flange was Sikaflexed and then screwed into the top of the tank, just to make it a little bit more secure. And then I used my stainless steel hack from the aquaponics just to make sure the pipes are connected. Looking at that sky, we might get a bit of a practical test on that plumbing a little bit later, probably after we leave though. So doing a little bit of a squat here.
Welcome to my height.
Oh, hello. Weather's nice down here. Yeah, so we will pretty much will leave it there. Like I said, we're about to hop in the ute, go home, give Kira a kiss and a cuddle.
Yep.
And we'll be back up here in the next day or so, just loading up the trailer and coming back up. And then you'll probably be watching this while we're on our way back up. So I do hope you've been enjoying these videos and the sound effects of the guinea fowls in the background. Next week, how to catch and cook a guinea fowl, I think.
Yes.
Next week's video. Anyway, I do hope you all have a fantastic week, and I'll catch you later. Cheers,
Bye.
folks.